Before we even begin, if you've ever felt eyes on you, if you've ever walked into a room and the atmosphere changed without you saying a word, then this message is for you. Subscribe now for more deep revelations like this, because what you're about to hear will not only confirm what you've felt, it will awaken something even greater within you. They can't take their eyes off you, and you've noticed. People glance, then glance again. Some look with admiration, others with envy, and a few with that strange, unsettled stare that says, "I can't explain it." But there's something about you. This is not your imagination. You carry an aura, a frequency that is impossible to ignore. And it's not because of the clothes you wear, your hairstyle, or your outward beauty, though those may be striking. No, it's because of what radiates from within. When you walk into a space, you bring a vibration that disrupts stagnancy. Your energy field is charged with something ancient, something divine, something the world recognizes without fully understanding. People can sense power even if they can't define it. They feel the stability in your presence, the quiet confidence that doesn't need to shout to be heard. And for the chosen ones, this is not just personality, it's destiny, you see. Your aura isn't simply light, it's authority. Spiritual authority. It's the result of battles fought in silence, victories won in prayer, wounds healed in the presence of God. Every scar, every loss, every betrayal, every lonely night, they have all added layers to the strength you carry. People aren't drawn to you because life has been easy for you. They're drawn because you have survived what would have destroyed most. And because of this, your energy feels different. Even those who don't believe in spiritual matters still feel something when you're near. It makes them shift in their seat, look twice, or keep thinking about you long after you've gone. Some are inspired, others are intimidated, but none are indifferent. Chosen ones, the truth is, your aura has a purpose. It's not just for attention. It's a beacon, a signal in the spiritual realm. Light attracts eyes, but it also exposes darkness. Some people are drawn to your warmth because they need it. Others are agitated by it because your presence forces them to confront the shadows they hide. This is why some people can't stop staring, but also why some avoid you altogether. They sense you will see right through them. They know you carry discernment, the ability to read energy and intentions without needing words. And while the humble will welcome that truth, the prideful will run from it. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how certain people act strangely around you for no clear reason? They stumble over their words. They either overcompensate with friendliness or get strangely cold. This is because your aura shifts their energy field. It exposes what's inside them. You've been tested in fire, and that fire has purified your frequency. This is why you can't blend in, even when you try. Your energy refuses to dim. You could wear the most basic clothes, keep your head down, speak softly, and yet, eyes will still find you. This is not a curse. This is not unwanted attention. This is recognition. In the same way, a soldier recognizes another soldier by the way they carry themselves. The world recognizes a chosen one by the way your spirit carries you. And understand this. The glow they see isn't just yours. It's a reflection of the one who walks with you. You radiate because you host divine presence. Even in your low moments, even on days you feel drained or unseen, your spiritual signature remains undeniable. But here's the thing, not everyone will handle it well. Your light will trigger some people's insecurities. Your peace will disturb those who feed off chaos. Your joy will irritate those who thrive on misery. This is why being chosen often feels lonely, because you are too rare to be understood by the masses. Still, you must never dim your aura to to make others comfortable. If they can't handle your glow, they're not meant to walk in it. You weren't put here to shrink. You were put here to shine, even if it blinds some eyes. From this moment on, I want you to pay attention to the subtle reactions around you. Watch the eyes. Listen to the tone shifts. Notice who feels energized around you and who looks uneasy. These are not random human behaviors. These are spiritual responses to your presence. And if you've been wondering why, in certain places, you feel like all eyes are on you, know this. It's because they are. You are the light in the room, the unspoken authority, the quiet leader whose very energy demands acknowledgement. The world can't look away from you because heaven has marked you. They notice you before you even realize they're looking. You could be walking into a room, saying nothing, minding your own business, and yet the air changes. Conversations slow, heads turn, eyes glance and then quickly dart away, as if they've been caught staring at something they can't explain. That is the reality of a chosen one whose aura is radiating power. You don't have to force it. You don't have to announce it. It's not in the clothes you wear, the words you speak, or the wealth you display. It's in the energy field that surrounds you, the divine signature you carry wherever you go. It's a mark not placed by human hands but by God Himself. And when heaven stamps you with that kind of seal, the physical world can't help but notice, and the spiritual realm has no choice but to respond. You see, people think attention is something you seek. They think it's about charisma, about charm, about knowing the right people and saying the right things. But chosen ones don't operate by those rules. For you, attention isn't something you run after. It's something that runs after you. And sometimes, you don't even want it. Sometimes, you wish you could blend in, be invisible. Walk through life without the weight of all those eyes tracking your every move. But your aura won't allow it. Your spirit won't let you shrink. The light within you refuses to dim because it's not yours to control. That light belongs to the one who sent you, and it shines according to His will, not your comfort level. This is why people you've never met feel like they already know you. It's why strangers make assumptions about you before you've said a single word. Your aura speaks first. It sends out a frequency, a signal, a vibration that says, here stands someone different, someone untouchable, someone dangerous to the darkness. And for those who live in the shadows, whether they realize it or not, you are a threat. They may smile, they may act friendly, but deep inside, something in them is unsettled by your very existence. They feel exposed around you because your light reveals things they've worked hard to hide. But it's not all hostility. There's also fascination. There are people who can't stop watching you because they're drawn to that same light. Even if they don't fully understand it, they may feel inspired without knowing why. They may want to be near you simply because your presence feels different from anyone else they've ever known. And this is where the paradox of being a chosen one comes in. You're both avoided and sought after, feared and admired, envied and respected, loved by some, hated by others, yet unforgettable to all. And here's the truth: most people will never admit. Many of those who watch you aren't just looking out of curiosity. They're studying you, measuring you, comparing themselves to you in silence. They want to know how you move through life with such confidence, how you carry yourself with dignity even in seasons of struggle, how you manage to look unshaken when everything around you seems unstable. They don't see the private battles you fight. They don't hear the prayers you whisper when no one's around. All they see is a person who somehow stands tall in a world designed to make people bend. And deep down, they want what you have, but they have no idea that what you have isn't for sale. Your aura tells the story of your battles. It carries the residue of every storm you've survived, every loss you've endured, every betrayal you've turned into wisdom. This is why it radiates power, because it's been refined in the fire. There's a weight to your presence that can't be faked, a gravity that pulls attention without you lifting a finger. And the ones who have spiritual sensitivity, they feel it the most. They may not be able to explain it in words, but they can sense the depth in you, the authority in you, the unshakable connection you have to something greater than yourself. And don't be surprised when people try to test that authority. Sometimes they'll challenge you, not because they doubt you, but because something inside them needs to know if you're really as unshakable as you appear. They want to see if they can provoke you, pull you out of your calm, make you question yourself. But what they don't understand is that you've been tested long before they ever crossed your path. Your composure isn't an act, it's the result of surviving battles they couldn't endure for a single day. In moments like that, remember this: their reaction to you says more about them than it ever will about you. Your aura is simply the mirror they can't avoid. It reflects both their admiration and their insecurities. And as a chosen one, you don't need to manage how others feel about you. You're not here to adjust your light to make others comfortable. You're here to shine exactly as you were created to shine. Some will hate it, some will love it, and some will try to imitate it. But none of them can duplicate it, because your aura is not a product of human effort. It's a manifestation of divine assignment. That's why when you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts. Not because of arrogance, not because of ego, but because your energy carries the unmistakable scent of purpose. Heaven has marked you, and hell can't unmark you. People may talk. They may speculate. They may even try to tarnish your reputation, but none of it can dim what God has placed on you. Your aura is not built from popularity or applause. It's built from obedience. And that kind of power can't be destroyed. It can only be ignored by those who choose blindness over truth. So the next time you feel the weight of all those silent stares, remember this: you're not being watched because you're ordinary. You're being watched because you're carrying something extraordinary. And the world, whether it admits it or not, recognizes royalty when it sees it. You may not be wearing a crown they can see, but the spiritual realm knows it's there. And no one, not your enemies, not the doubters, not even the demons, can look away for long. Some people will swear they don't like you, but they'll keep watching you anyway. That's the strange thing about the energy you carry as a chosen one. Even your critics can't look away for long. They might block you on social media, avoid speaking to you in public, or pretend you're irrelevant, but somehow they always end up circling back, checking in, and wondering what you're doing. Why? Because the kind of power radiating from your aura doesn't just touch the eyes, it lingers in the spirit. It leaves a mark on people's minds, even if they want to forget you. This is why you've noticed that some people treat you like competition, even when you're not competing with anyone. It's not because you've done something to challenge them. It's because your existence challenges everything they've built their identity on. If their self-worth is rooted in status, material things, or the approval of others, then you automatically become a problem. Your aura is like a living reminder that there's a higher standard, one they didn't set, and one they can't fake their way into. That makes some people deeply uncomfortable, because they can't buy what you have. Your power is different because it's internal before it's external. It's in the way you think, the way you carry yourself, the way you respond to life's challenges. It's not about never being hurt. It's about never letting that hurt define you. It's not about being flawless. It's about being authentic in a world full of masks. And because your aura is built on authenticity, people can sense when they're in the presence of something real. Even if they don't like you, they respect the fact that you're not trying to be anyone else. And here's something they don't realize. Your aura didn't become this powerful overnight. It was forged through seasons where you felt invisible, rejected, overlooked. Back then, you didn't even think anyone saw you. You thought your presence didn't matter. But in those hidden seasons, God was strengthening your spirit, purifying your intentions, and preparing you for a time when your light would be impossible to ignore. The glow they see now is the result of the crushing you survived then. That's why it radiates, because it's not a cheap light switch you can turn on or off. It's a fire that was lit in the depths of your soul, one that refuses to go out. And that fire is what draws people in. It's why some will want to align themselves with you, even if they don't understand why. They might think it's because of your confidence, your style, or your talents. But in reality, they're drawn to the peace and strength that radiates from your aura. Peace is magnetic in a world full of chaos. Strength is attractive in a time of weakness. And both of those qualities are built into the energy you carry. But not everyone who's drawn to you comes with good intentions. Some people will want to be close to you just to figure out your secret. They'll try to study your routines, your mindset, your habits, thinking they can copy their way into your power. But here's the truth. Your aura can't be copied, because it's not about what you do. It's about who you are. Your light is tied to your calling, and that calling is tied to the battles you fought and the purpose you've been assigned. You can't duplicate a destiny that was never yours. This is why you have to protect your energy. Just because your aura draws attention doesn't mean everyone who approaches deserves access. Some people will want to connect just to drain you. They'll try to attach themselves to your light while bringing nothing but darkness into your space. You'll notice this because they leave you feeling exhausted after every interaction. They'll smile in your face, but your spirit will feel heavy around them. And as a chosen one, you can't afford to ignore those signs. You've been given a powerful light, and the enemy will send people to try to dim it, not always by attacking you directly, but by distracting you, wasting your time, or wearing you down. And yet, here's the beauty of it. Your aura is also a shield. The same way it draws people toward you, it also exposes the ones who shouldn't be in your circle. Those who carry hidden agendas can't hide them for long around you. Your spirit picks up on what their words try to conceal. They may not even understand why they feel so uneasy in your presence, but it's because your energy confronts what they've buried inside themselves. And when that happens, they'll either change or leave, but they won't stay comfortable. Another thing you've probably noticed is that you don't need to say much to make an impact. Your presence alone often speaks louder than your words. People might remember a conversation with you for weeks, not because of what you said, but because of how you made them feel. That's the power of an aura aligned with purpose. It leaves a lasting impression that words alone could never create. And here's where it gets even deeper. Your aura doesn't just affect individuals, it affects environments. When you walk into a place, you bring an atmosphere with you. If a room was tense, your peace can shift it. If a space felt heavy, your light can lift it. You carry more influence than you realize, and this is why spiritual warfare often intensifies. Around you, the enemy knows that if you're fully aware, of the weight your presence carries. You'll start walking in even greater authority, and that's something darkness cannot allow. So understand this. The fact that they can't look away isn't about vanity, it's about destiny. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out, not for your own glory, but so God's glory could be seen through you. That's why your aura commands attention, because it's not just your energy, it's the evidence of a higher power working through your life. And as you move forward, you'll see it even more. The looks, the whispers, the unexpected opportunities, the people who seem to appear out of nowhere just to connect with you. All of it is part of the journey of a chosen one whose light refuses to be hidden. Some will hate it, some will love it, and some will be transformed by it. But none will forget it, because once someone encounters a true chosen one, they carry that memory forever. The day you realize your aura is not just a blessing, but a responsibility, is the day your life changes forever. It's easy to enjoy the compliments, the admiration, the way people seem magnetized toward you, but chosen one, that's not the real purpose of your radiance. The real purpose is impact. Your light wasn't given to you just to make you noticeable, it was given to you to make a difference. And this is why the attention you draw can sometimes feel like a double-edged sword. On one side, it opens doors. People want to connect, to offer you opportunities, to align themselves with your energy. On the other side, it draws envy, resistance, and sometimes outright hostility. But this is where your strength is tested. The more you understand the weight of your presence, the more intentional you must be about where you direct it. Think of it like a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't shine for its own sake. It shines to guide others, to warn of danger, to provide direction in the storm. But it also has to be built strong enough to withstand those storms itself. That's you. You've been constructed, often through pain and pressure, to hold steady in environments that would make others collapse. And because you can stand, you can shine. This is why certain people in your life never had to ask for your help. You are already helping them just by being you. Your confidence gave them courage. Your resilience inspired them to keep going. Your kindness reminded them that there's still good in the world. Sometimes, you've done more for people without saying a single word than others have done with years of talking. That's the subtle power of your aura. But here's the hidden truth. The same people who are helped by your light might not always appreciate it. Some will grow uncomfortable once they start to heal, because healing often reveals that they've been living below their potential. And instead of thanking you for sparking that realization, they might distance themselves. Don't take it personally. It's not rejection, it's transformation. They're not walking away from you. They're walking into a version of themselves they're not used to yet. Another layer to your aura's impact is how it exposes things. You've probably noticed that being around you makes some people open up in ways they didn't plan to. Secrets come spilling out. Old wounds surface. Truths they've buried for years suddenly rise to the surface. That's not an accident. It's because your energy feels safe, yet it also refuses to let lies hide in the dark. This can be both healing and uncomfortable for people. Some will thank you for it. Others will resent you for making them feel things. But chosen one, that's not you making them feel anything. That's the light doing what light does, revealing what's been hidden. And here's the part that most won't understand. Your aura is costly. To carry this kind of light, you've had to endure seasons of deep darkness. You've been misunderstood, underestimated, even betrayed. You've walked alone more times than you can count. You've had to rebuild yourself from nothing, not once, but over and over again. And each time, instead of letting the pain make you bitter, you let it make you brighter. That's why your light shines so differently, because it's not just the glow of joy, it's the glow of survival. That survival energy is what makes your presence so commanding. People sense you've been through things they can't quite name, but they can feel the strength it's given you. They might not know your story, but they can see the results of it. And for some, that's intimidating. It makes them wonder if they could survive that and still shine. What excuse do I have? As you keep walking this path, you'll start to notice how your aura shifts environments before you even speak. The moment you step into a room, people straighten up, conversations pause, and eyes turn. This isn't ego, it's energy. You've cultivated such a high level of spiritual presence that people feel it whether they want to or not. It's like walking into a space with a fragrance. You can't see it, but you can't ignore it either. And this is why protecting your peace becomes more important than ever. The stronger your aura gets, the more it will be tested. People will try to provoke you just to see if they can dim your light. They'll throw shade, spread rumors, or create chaos in your life. Why? Because they think if they can shake your peace, they can weaken your presence. But here's the truth. Your aura isn't fragile. It's been tested in storms far worse than petty gossip. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your consistency will outshine their chaos every time. The final thing you must understand is that your aura isn't just about now, it's about legacy. Every person you impact carries a piece of that light forward. A kind word you spoke today might echo in someone's mind years from now when they need it most. The strength they borrowed from your example might help them face battles you'll never see. This is how chosen ones change the world, not always through grand gestures, but through the quiet, constant radiance of their presence. So yes, they can't look away. Some will watch in admiration, some in jealousy, and some in confusion, but all of them are witnessing something rare, a soul on fire for its purpose. And when you know that, when you fully embrace that your aura is both a gift and a responsibility, you stop worrying about who's watching and start focusing on what you're here to do. Because at the end of the day, your mission isn't to be admired, it's to be effective. Your light isn't for vanity, it's for victory. And the ones who are meant to receive it will always find their way to you, no matter how much darkness tries to stand in the way. So, chosen one, keep walking into rooms like you belong there. Keep letting your presence speak before your mouth. Does keep being the reminder that even in the darkest times, the light still wins. Because the truth is, they can't stop watching. And deep down, they don't want to. If this message spoke to your spirit, you already know why. You're not ordinary, you're chosen. And chosen ones don't just exist, they shift atmospheres. If you're ready to keep walking in that power, keep protecting your peace, and keep letting your aura speak for itself, then subscribe to this channel right now. There's more wisdom, more truth, and more encouragement coming, because your journey isn't over. It's only getting brighter from here.